This week on Blip, we talk to our CTO, Justin Day, and we look at a great network of gaming shows.
Woo!
Hey guys, my name is Kelly Sutton. Annie and I bring you Blip on Blip every week to give you an inside look at what exactly goes on here at Blip TV. I will be your resident cute Asian girl for this episode. All